Shabbat Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, the elder bishops of GMS, and all the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And Shabbat Shalom, salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yeshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shabbat Shalom, and salutations to you as well. We start right here in Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. You tell me what time we're in. Okay, well, I guess we should start at 1. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Okay, and then it goes into the song. The birds turn, turn, turn. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. You jump down to 8. A time to love and a time to hate. Which one are we in? You see more love or do you see more hate? A time of war and a time of peace. Are we in the time of peace? Yep. In the time of war. I'm going to keep this short. Okay. 15 hours ago, the New York Prepper, Red Alert, Zelensky forms council on liberating Crimea. Huh? Crimea is a red line for the Ruskies. U.S. frees allies to deliver F-16s to UKR. Huh? You got England and France sending long-range missiles to the UKR. And Babylon the Great is sending F-16s. I would say that we're in the time of war. Zelensky's forming a council on liberating. That means that they have to invade what Russia believes belongs to them. Crimea, which is a red line. Red line as in we're going to use those tactical nukes if you try anything funny. So let's listen to the New York Prepper spew his rhetoric. Go for it.
Hi guys, it's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Thursday, May 18th, 2023, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. I wanted to give you an update on the situation in Ukraine and some of the latest breaking news from around the world. So we have some major breaking news coming in today. Vladimir Zelensky, president of Ukraine, has created a council for the liberation of Crimea. And here's a picture of that council here. It's going to include several people from the current government in Ukraine. And the main purpose is going to be figuring out how to take back Crimea and reintegrate it. So this is huge news, guys. And this could be why the counterattack has been delayed for so long. Maybe Ukraine wants to wait a little bit longer until they get everything they need. So this way they can not just split the land bridge, but actually invade Crimea and take Crimea back. And that's what I suspect is going on. I think that Zelensky, he made his rounds last week. He visited a bunch of countries. He went to Europe and all over asking for more weapons. And I think what they're doing is they may delay the counterattack a little bit until they have enough weapons so they can take Crimea. That's what I'm thinking. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But this is huge news, guys. And, Putin said many times that Crimea is his red line. So we have to wait and see what happens. But I wanted to just share this with you. We also have the Estonian parliament voting to approve the support of Ukraine's NATO membership. Okay. So they released this document here. So they basically support Ukraine joining NATO.
How to escape the heat if you don't have an air.
Slovakia. This is stupid.
which I do believe is going to happen eventually. Right now, at this hour, we do have some information that apparently some MiG-31Ks have gone airborne in the last 3 hours. It is a quarter to midnight here in Pennsylvania. And the MiG-31Ks are the fighter jets that can carry the Kinzhal hypersonic missiles. There were also some explosions reported in western Ukraine earlier today. The Biden administration has signaled to European allies in recent weeks that the U.S. would allow them to export F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine, sources familiar with the discussion said. All right, so the U.S. is saying it's okay if you give Ukraine F-16s, but we're not going to do it. Pretty interesting. The United States can teach Ukrainian pilots to fly F-16s in 4 months instead of 18. This assessment was given by the Pentagon after 2 Ukrainian pilots passed a 2-week test on flight simulators. Russia has convened a meeting of the UN Security Council on the provision of Western weapons to Ukraine. That was earlier today. Russia is basically complaining about all the Western weapons going into Ukraine. Defense officials and congressional staffers told CNN that Ukrainian troops have in recent weeks used the U.S.-made Patriot air defense system to shoot down at least one far-away Russian fighter jet. So that's pretty interesting, and it's possible that those 4 Russian jets, I think it was 2 jets and like 2 some other type of planes, were shot down in Belgorod. Maybe it was a Patriot system that shot those planes down, instead of what everybody thinks, that Russia shot their own planes down because they were getting close to the Ukrainian border. So, who knows? But the U.S. is confirming that Ukraine has taken down at least one fighter jet in basically probably in Russian airspace potentially, because they're using the word far away. And then they elaborated and they said that Ukraine has the right to use their Patriot missiles how they see fit. And if they see any Russian aircraft approaching that could be releasing missiles, they can shoot that jet down. Intense combat continues around the eastern city of Bakhmut. Ukraine claims it has made advancements, including offensive actions on the western outskirts of the city, despite coming under heavy fire from Russian troops.
Bakhmut has already fallen to the Russians, so that's a lie.
Ukraine has successfully used the British-provided Storm Shadow long-range cruise missiles, according to Britain's Defense Secretary. Okay, those are the missiles that have a 200-mile range. Absolutely insane. The U.S. Department of Defense has announced that U.S. Army technicians and advisors have assisted the Ukrainian Air Force in repairing a Patriot air defense system that was damaged after a Russian attack using cruise and hypersonic missiles against the capital of Kyiv on May the 16th. The system has reportedly been fixed and is now fully back and operational.
Yeah, right. I thought they knocked out 100% of the missiles that were shot. Kind of goes against that, doesn't it? No, they lobbed some dummy missiles up that were moving slow, and then they hit the Patriot system with a real Kinzhal. So this rumors of war shit is just out of control. So go ahead, you're almost done.
And the Irish foreign minister is saying that Ireland must have an open and honest debate on its long-standing military neutrality and the possibility of joining NATO. Okay, this was reported by the Financial Times. So
apparently they didn't have enough trouble in the troubles. Now they're finna get themselves in trouble because NATO's not going to win.
Some of the latest information that I have for you guys as of almost midnight here on the 18th of May. The skies are quiet right now over the United States and Europe, but I will be monitoring the situation, and the counterattack is likely to start very, very soon. And when it kicks off, I will try to go live as much as possible, possibly even 24/7 if I can. Um, so stay tuned to my channel for continuing updates on the war in Ukraine. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys.
All right, so one-sided, and I guess all of them are one-sided and slighted to the side that you're on, but it is what it is. What we do know is this: there's not going to be no ceasefire, okay? And this thing is escalating, all right? So we'll end it right there. Let me, let's see. We're definitely at a time for war and not a time of peace. In fact, there's a name for the war. Let's get that on the way out. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is passing. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The name of this war is called the Third World War. World War III. The third woe. All right. So stay tuned. And we'll break this down in the scriptures even further. We'll see you Sunday. Yeah. With that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. With that, we can say Shabbat Shalom.